India-EU trade deal explained, big opportunity or hidden risks for India's economy? The India-European Union trade deal marks a major turning point in India's global trade strategy. After nearly 2 decades of negotiations, both sides have finally reached an agreement aimed at reducing trade barriers, boosting exports, encouraging investment, and strengthening economic ties between two of the world's largest economic regions. Together, India and the EU represent a massive consumer base, significant manufacturing capacity, and a large share of global trade. At its core, this agreement is designed to make trade easier and cheaper. Tariffs on a wide range of goods will be reduced or eliminated over a phased period. For Indian exporters, this means improved access to one of the most high-value consumer markets in the world. For European companies, India offers a fast-growing economy with strong demand across manufacturing, infrastructure, technology, and services. One of the biggest positives for India lies in export-oriented, labor-intensive sectors. Industries such as textiles, garments, leather products, footwear, gems and jewelry stand to benefit significantly. These sectors employ millions of people and often face high import duties in European markets. With tariff reductions, Indian products become more competitive against suppliers from other countries, potentially leading to higher export volumes and better capacity utilization. The pharmaceutical and chemical sectors are also expected to gain. India is already a global leader in generic medicines and specialty chemicals. Lower tariffs and smoother regulatory cooperation with the EU could help Indian companies expand their footprint in European healthcare and industrial markets. Over time, this can improve margins and encourage further investment in research, compliance, and quality standards. From a manufacturing perspective, the trade deal supports India's ambition to integrate deeper into global value chains. European companies are known for advanced manufacturing, precision engineering, and high-end technology. Easier access to machinery, components, and technical collaboration can help Indian manufacturers move up the value chain, improve productivity, and adopt global best practices. The services sector is another important pillar of the agreement. India's strengths in its services, professional services, engineering, and digital solutions align well with European demand. Improved market access and clearer rules can help Indian service providers expand operations in Europe while attracting European investments into India's technology and financial ecosystems. For Indian consumers, the impact will be mixed but noticeable over time. Certain European products such as premium automobiles, medical equipment, machinery, wines, and spirits are likely to become relatively more affordable as import duties reduce gradually. This increases consumer choice but also introduces stronger competition for domestic manufacturers. However, the deal is not without challenges. Increased competition from European firms could pressure some Indian industries, especially those that are capital intensive or technologically behind global peers. The automobile sector is often highlighted, as European car makers are globally competitive and known for premium offerings. While tariff reductions are phased and quota-based, Indian manufacturers will still need to focus on efficiency, innovation, and cost control. Another key concern is compliance with European environmental and regulatory standards. The EU places strong emphasis on sustainability, carbon emissions, labor standards, and product quality. Measures like the Carbon Border Adjustment Mechanism could increase costs for Indian exporters in sectors such as steel, aluminium, and energy-intensive manufacturing unless domestic policies adapt quickly. Agriculture remains largely protected in this agreement, which helps safeguard India's rural economy. Sensitive areas such as dairy and basic agricultural commodities are mostly excluded, reducing political and social risks. This balanced approach allows India to open up strategically while protecting vulnerable sectors. From a broader economic and strategic perspective, the India-EU trade deal reduces India's dependence on a limited set of export markets. It strengthens trade diversification at a time when global supply chains are being reshaped due to geopolitical tensions and economic uncertainty. Stronger ties with Europe also improve India's position as a reliable alternative manufacturing and services hub. In the long run, the success of this agreement will depend on execution. Infrastructure readiness, ease of doing business, regulatory clarity, and skill development will determine how much Indian companies can actually benefit. For investors, the deal creates long-term opportunities in export-focused companies, logistics, manufacturing, pharmaceuticals, textiles, and technology services, while also highlighting the need to watch competitive pressures and compliance costs. Overall, the India-EU trade deal is a strategic opportunity rather than an overnight transformation. If implemented effectively, it can support economic growth, job creation, higher exports, and stronger global integration for India. But it also demands adaptability, policy support, and competitiveness from Indian businesses to fully realize its potential. If you found this breakdown useful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and follow us for more detailed company result analysis.